Okay, so good to see you. Wonderful. All right. So about to have a little adventure in, little adventure in. Welcome everyone. So at the beginning of this meditation time that we have together, one of the first pieces of the work is to identify those stressful thoughts, the ones that come in when you sit, if you've ever tried to sit in silent meditation, and the ones that begin to plague you and bother you, and things that you start to think about as you sit there that sometimes make it difficult to even stay seated. And we're actually taking a look at those, the close one, in the safety, of a group and silence. Everyone's got an inner facilitator, the one that's just observing and is calm at all times. I used to think that was not true. But you all made it here and you've all made it through everything you've ever experienced. So that one, I thought I'd open today with a quote. This is from Byron Katie's book, Loving What Is. Reality rules. It doesn't wait for our vote, our permission, or our opinion. Have you noticed? What I love most about reality is that it's always the story of a past. And what I love most about the past is that it's over. And because I'm no longer insane, I don't argue with it. Arguing with it feels unkind inside me. Just to notice what is love. Just to notice what is love. And how do I personally know that what is love? It's over. It hurts to fight what is. And doesn't it feel more honest to open your arms wide to it? This is the end of war. So, interesting that we can often have concern about what's going to happen next and what's going to go on in the future. I love that that points to so often that only relates to what we've experienced so far in the past and what we're imagining is going to happen next. So, first step in the work is getting to have a conversation, having a conversation with that voice that is frightened or angry or upset, that's watched the thinking, the experience, that's watched what you've experienced and had thoughts about it, and going ahead and letting it out unedited. Judge your neighbor worksheet. Sometimes it can be so cathartic just to write the worksheet. So any moment can be a situation that you find that you want to take a look at. Almost as if you're watching a movie of your life and you push the pause button for a still shot of that moment. Right in the middle of that conversation that you're having with reality. It can be any place in time, something that happened yesterday, something you experienced many years ago. So just take a moment and see what wants to come, what wants to be looked at, investigated, knowing that there's a wise observer here that's part of you at all times. What would you like to take a closer look at that's been disturbing? Sometimes the answer to that is so much has been disturbing. Where do I begin? But just take a moment and see something arise to the surface. Might be a very simple moment. Just look at the pictures and images, the memories. And really imagine yourself right in the middle of that situation, right there. Power of the mind is so incredible. It can take you backwards in time and imagine even forwards in time. So, does anybody need any help on finding just the picture of the situation, kind of landing on something? No right or wrong way to do it. There's no perfect situation. Yeah, Shira. Hello.
Yeah, hi. What I want to do, the one I have is I am envious of my sister because she has more money than I do, but somehow can't formulate that in terms of,
Yeah, good one.
it,
So I
does
love,
it work?
yes, yes, absolutely. I love that you've got that. There it is.
Uh-huh.
Just imagine her over there with that money that she's got
Mm-hmm.
and what it provides her, what it gives her. You feel envious. It's a beautiful one. And what it means about you and what it means about her, because just noticing you're the individual looking over here, which is okay. That's just perfect.
Well, the question I have, I was trying to do the worksheet on it. And so I want my sister to change. How? Not have the money? You know?
Right. Yeah. Does that fit? It's okay. I mean, you can sometimes see if you just let yourself be completely childish and selfish and unedited and all of it, like put that in there. Wow, I don't know if that's what I really want. No, that is what I want. I'd feel better.
Mhm. All right, good. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yeah. But I like that one is just looking at the comparison, holding all the images. You can have them all up around you that what she's got, since she's got all that extra money and what you don't have. Just make that really vivid in your mind. Okay. Anyone else want a little help with your moment and your situation? Yeah, Marty. Oh, no. Okay. You can pop yourself off mute.
Not the moment. I've got the moment, but about the questions. I don't have them all in order.
Okay. Well, see as I guide you along, see what happens.
Oh, you're going to do that?
I'm going to guide you. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
We're going to get
I'll
to.
wait.
Okay, good. All right. I love Lauren's sharing. I'm not sure what to do it on. Yeah. Many of us have felt that way. I don't know. Okay. I'm feeling overwhelmed with not being organized and packing for my trip sooner and getting all ready, but also thinking about what a downer my mom can be on our phone calls. Yes. I'd go for mom if you really want to have a pick. I love the old, not ever sure really where to start or where to go or what to do. Mother, father, sister, brother. Mother, father, sister, brother. And all that really means is the simplicity of moving to our experiences we had when I was a child, my influences, the things I gathered in and kind of locked in on and filed in the building files. Yeah. Plus those ones on the self are often reactions to other experiences. We weren't born thinking, gosh, I need to do this human life better. I really need to get organized. That usually happens along the way as there's trouble seen. If only I improved. So see if you can turn your attention outward. I had so much attention focused on myself for so many years before the work. And it was incredible to be invited over and over again to judge what is outside of me, other people, other things, and just let it go, let it rip. See what's there. Watch the concern, the agony. So Lori, I'm bored, but to get a part-time job requires da, 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 da. Yes, and when moving in a direction, I get tired out. And planning a trip seems like so much effort. Okay, so I love the bored moment. You know, bored, need to do something, need to work, don't really want to travel, which is certainly okay. Let's just watch empty, an empty feeling, boredom. Kind of think of that as a dissatisfaction, not good enough. And if you like, open up to seeing that when you first ever had that thought occur to you. When might that have appeared in your young life or in your earlier life? When there's little entertainment or nothing to do or nowhere to go, that kind of a feeling, an empty feeling. Where else might you feel empty? Just maybe have a conversation with reality. Reality is boring sometimes. But just see. You can take a look. It's a little bit of a nuance, but it can be interesting of just looking at boredom, the state of boredom. Uninterested, unentertaining, not exciting enough. So that's a good one. Just looking at the moment, a boring moment, you know, sitting in your living room, wherever it is, and looking at life. Let me know if you want any more help on that, Lori. Michelle, I'm unclear about how to plan the next steps of my work, and I'm going to fail. Oh, okay. Good one. Do you mean your work, like your career, your job, your activities, your project?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what direction to go in? I'm just unclear about it. And I know I have a lot of options on one level, and on the other level, I just feel like nothing's going to work out.
Oh, yes. So, sometimes these are interesting inquiries, this anticipation about nothing working out. What's the worst that could happen? Absolutely nothing works out. I try 5 options, all those, the whole table full of options, and none of them work. And so there I am with nothing working out. What state would I be in? It can be helpful for that anticipation, and just see the images that appear. I mean, like this nothing working out state of being. You know what it looks like. You frighten yourself with it. Imagine that. Imagine that's what happened. It didn't work out. It can be a little bit tricky, but it's totally possible. And just be there and write the worksheet from there. Yeah, be right there. You tried it all and it didn't work out. Diana, I have so much resentment with my dad for being so harsh and spanking with me as a child. So good. And if you can, just hold it, even though it's so uncomfortable to be in that situation. It's right when he has spanked you. He has just spanked you. It's one of those moments when that's happened. So you've experienced that. You've experienced the physical, the harshness. And you're going to hold steady on that moment and be in there with that. And just know that you are safe right now as you look at that past moment. Right now, it's okay. It's rising for inquiry. So good that it is. And that's powerful to just go ahead and let that resentment come. Let it come. Okay. All right. So holding a situation in mind and no wrong way to do it. You are upset in that situation. You can say, I'm feeling resentful in that situation. If you were Diana, I'm angry because. And just see what the caption of the situation would be. This person is doing that to me. Very simple. The moment is boring. Nothing worked out. I'm upset because. And however you hear it, if you're just listening to your own mind, hear what it has to say, and it's okay, it's not even your own mind. Can't do it wrong, can't think it wrong. So number 2, I love that this one is often where the mind goes. How do you want what you're dealing with, what you're looking at, to change? There's been an offense. There's been something that's happened that you don't like. Get to have a tantrum. It's your outrage, your pain. I want, let's see if you can look outward so that it's not directed at you. That happens so quickly, boomerang back to the self. I want, how do you want them to change? Okay to be completely judgmental, non-PC. Letting the emotions speak of fear, anger, grief. Sometimes this can be such a relief, refreshing to just let it all be there instead of to edit yourself from trying to not think these kinds of thoughts. Okay, number 3 is, what advice would you give? What you're looking at, what you're dealing with, who's there. So it's good to pause a moment here. Give advice. What should they do, or what should they do to help them change that way that you just identified how you want them to change? See if you can find what would support the change. Especially for that person. If I gave them some advice tailored to them, what would it be? What might help them change or motivate them to change? Love that in this question, really directing all our attention over there at that other person. What would work for them? What are the steps? What should they do? Best you know how. Okay, number 4, sitting with needs. What is it that I need in this situation? You come back here to yourself from them. So feeling that moment, that experience, that difficulty, in order for me to be happy in this situation. Sometimes we'll think that's impossible. But just see if it could become possible. What do you need them to think or say or feel or do? What could make that stressed emotion dissolve? What could they do to make this right? See, I need them to. I need the world to. It's what I need. Mm, love that, Michelle. I need them to tell me I am great. It's wonderful. Yeah. I love just that noticing. It's like I would have such assurance. I'd feel so solid, and communicate with me. And to really let yourself see. Are you just giving yourself what you need to survive the moment in the situation? Or can you give yourself what would actually make you happy, peaceful, relaxed, content? And it's okay if what comes to mind, because there's some situations where you're not sure you could ever be happy in the situation. Just let it just be there. Gail sharing, I realized my advice, number 2, was actually what I need. And now I'm not sure how to tell the difference. Sometimes sometimes like I want them to be quiet. They should be quiet. I need them to be quiet. So you can just check to see what you demand. This is what has to happen now, is in the wants, and just if the emotions talking. And totally okay if it seems like it's the same thing. Then you've just, in a way, got, simple concepts, one simple concept. But I like noticing that, that's all right. If it just, maybe in your situation, what you want already feels pretty clear about what would make you happy. And that's okay. All right, number 5. What do you think of this? What you're looking at? That person there, that incident. What do you think of it? What do you think of it? Usually just a list, like 1 or 2, 3 words of judgment that express what you think of them in the moment of this offense, this difficulty. He is, she is, the world is, they are. And Eleni, I need him to be as awesome as I think he is. Doesn't make sense to me. I get that. I get that one. I need him to be as awesome as I think he is. I need him to be that awesomeness that I'm thinking. Yeah. That's a fun one. It's like if he was awesome the way I think he is, you can imagine too, this might be in there, what would he give me, that I need if he was really awesome like that, which he probably is, but just the awesome of my imagination, the awesome way that I think he is, what would I have? Okay. So, and that's a great one, Eleni sharing. I also have the thought that wanting anything is bad and will bring suffering, which is just powerful to notice. Lots of strategies that mind has come up with over time without even really knowing it, about how to deal with the pain of wanting something that you don't have. Sometimes it's, I'll just not want it anymore. Sometimes it's, I'm going to practice not wanting. I'm going to try to unravel that wanting, undo the wanting. I just won't want it. And it's bad to want it. So I'm scaring myself with the wanting. And this is just to notice too, all that is thinking. We don't know if it's true. It's okay to have this thought. These thoughts come out to play, come out from under the covers. Yeah. And Lauren sharing here, I feel so guilty writing down these mean names. Yes. Yeah. Just watch, the guilt comes after, or gets paired and velcroed to being mean from very young. And we're just allowing a meanness, an internal violence and thinking to all be there. Nothing wrong. It's just noticing. What's the reality? They're there. It's okay. Now I get to look. It's hard to look if it's in the closet. And I'm interested in looking. I want to understand. Yeah, Diana, I want him to talk to me and explain why he thought what I did was so wrong. Yeah, I want him to give me an explanation. Okay, and the very last piece, judge your neighbor. What is it that you never want to experience again? I love letting the mind have its I don't ever want huge umbrella statement about the world. If I never experience this again. So what do you not want to experience again? Just watching that, bracing against it happening. Just seeing, ever. I don't ever. What do I not want to experience again? What do I not want to feel again? What do I not want them to ever do again? Okay. And even though it feels like sometimes a bag of lead, it's like gold to have these manifested into words that I can then work with, not just fleeting and kind of scampering around. If I meditate on each one of these in these situations and just let it be slow, I don't have to think. If you have the thought, oh, I have to do the work on all these concepts, that's another thought. But we're just exploring and looking because we're so interested in seeing how the mind can be our friend, and looking and investigating to see these things that repeat themselves that feel so scary might not be as scary as we thought. So curious about that. Okay, so who would like to do the work? And you'll be able.
Hey, Grace.
Hi.
Hi, my lovely friend. I haven't talked to you forever. You're such a beautiful soul. Thank you for providing everything you provide. You are amazing.
Ah, yes. Hello.
All right.
All right. Well,
Okay. All right. So I forgot I haven't done this in a very long time. Do I just read the whole worksheet or what do I do?
yeah, let's start with the worksheet and then we'll see. We might just pause right at the beginning and go. So let's see what happens.
Okay. So I guess I've learned, Grace has trained me pretty well to keep this short, write short sentences. I tried my best with this one. I've never done one like this. Maybe someone else has and they can help me like this because this is a hard one to do. And I'll give the short story. So the very long story short is that in January of this year, God, I don't like this language, but I don't have anything else. I started waking up and for like spiritually waking up, and I didn't know it was really real. I didn't know what it was. And no, I didn't wake up. The person doesn't wake up, and I can't explain that. And so I've been experiencing waking up and it being cruel and kind, and my body is going through hell, and my emotions and everything that the universe makes you go through when you go through a real spiritual awakening. And I'm not a chosen one. I'm just a friend. I never want to be a spiritual teacher. I'm just Kelly. But my body's in pain, and I hate spiritual awakening, and I'm angry, and I love it, and I hate it. So this is my worksheet. I'm angry at the universe for harshly waking me up in a mental hospital. Number 2, I want spiritual awakening or the universe to leave my body alone for a while. I want the harsh side of awakening to fuck off. I want to have a break from awakening. I want to take a blue pill like the Matrix and forget about awakening for a while. Number 3, the should. The universe should heal my body fully. The universe should stop taking so long with working out the patterns in consciousness that plague my body. 4, I need to feel great in my body. I need to heal quickly. I need to go back to living a normal fucking life. I need the universe to heal me totally in a month. I need the universe to give me back my life. I need the universe to have mercy on me. That's the one that like pains, like, oh, I have. That's the thing I want the universe to have mercy on me. I'm tired of this shit. Number 5. I think spiritual awakening is the most fucking terrible, horrible thing and best thing on the planet that has ever happened to me that I've ever experienced. The universe is cruel and kind. I need the universe to be merciful with me and lighten the fuck up. I need the universe to finish up this awakening. I'm fucking tired. Number 6. Oh God, I guess this is the one I should have done like a single thought on, or I'll do this one later because I am pissed about this one. I never want to experience going to a mental hospital, go through awakening anymore. I never want to be stabbed by an injection and in pain this way. So.
This is amazing. Okay. All right, Kelly. So everyone just notice thoughts about the universe, whatever's greater, the mystery, God, thoughts that you've had about that. Even if you don't believe in it, it's just the greater aspect of life. And thoughts like this about it. It's doing it to you. So your very first concept, Kelly, say that one again.
The very first concept is, I am angry at the universe for harshly waking me up in a mental hospital. And I've been to various mental hospitals in Spain. In Spain, I went to 1 mental hospital, and in the United States, I went to about 3. And then I've been to recovery centers and detox centers and places I don't feel like I belong.
The universe.
So yeah, but I'm pissed.
Yes, that's like the universe is harsh. It's harsh. It's coming at you. It is mean. It should let up. Everyone find this one. These kind of situations shouldn't happen. So this shouldn't happen. I shouldn't have to experience this. Universe is doing it to me. It's coming at me. All right. And it's angry or mean or harsh, expecting too much. So apply that wherever you need to. Hold that. Maybe that's somebody said that's your mother. Maybe it's your father. There's this world, life, this experience. Okay. So the universe is harsh. It should let up. Is it true, Kelly?
Yes, the universe should let up.
Okay. Can you absolutely know that it's true?
Yes.
So what happens when you think it? Universe should let up. Just feel it.
I'm furious.
Furious. Feel that furious.
Yeah.
Furious. It should stop. So angry. Okay. And how do you treat everything around you? This world, the universe, the voice that talks to whatever's out there. How do you treat it when you're furious?
How do I treat the voice, or how do I treat what?
Yeah, the universe.
The universe. How do I experience the world, kind of like that?
Yeah, so harsh. It should let up. It should let up.
Well, I experience I just experienced being, because I don't know, I've never felt like this before, Grace. I've never equally hated something and absolutely loved it and adored it at the same time.
Aw. Just hold that a moment. Hold that a moment. I hate it and I love it at the same time. I hate it and I love it at the same time. Have we felt that way about our life, our mother, our father, our family, money, jobs, being given life? I hate it and I love it at the same time. Heart.
Well, I guess it depends on what you focus upon, because if I focus upon the best things that have ever happened to me, it's like I have a book to write, and no, I'm not writing my name. I'm not using my name. I don't care. I start to think about the great things that happened, and so I feel like my feeling and like how I feel about this is like it depends what I choose to focus on. And so kind of the hatred of this whole thing dissolves a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to notice. It's sort of something about the aim of my mind and where it's going adds up to all of this. And I start to feel my thinking. I feel rage. I feel rage when my mind is focusing, which it tends to get sort of gathers up like little magnetic filings, this happened and then this happens and then this happens, and it can see all the horrendous things. And then, but wait a minute, there's good things too. And it skips over there. Yeah. But just to see, I'm furious. The universe should let up. The universe should let up. So who would you be without the story? Just watching that mind. And then the universe. Who would you be without the story, just in this moment here, right now, without the thought? It should let up.
Okay, I have to try to close my mind, close my eyes, and also with this last little, I'm not going to go off on a tangent, but it helps me to remember this beautiful thing that I made for Grace of her. I call it the space butterfly alien, because I try to picture what he looks like. So I made a video for Grace. I don't know if she saw it, but I made the space butterfly alien quite a long time ago for Grace.
Well, just go down.
Yeah, he's got a personality. He's fun and he's colorful. He's like a hippie. So if I'm an alien, I'm still a hippie. I get to be a hippie still. I'm a San Francisco hippie.
Feel your enter your body. Come down into your body. So you don't have to actually even turn your mind off. So you don't need to turn your mind. Don't even need to do anything. It's just coming down and feeling your feet. Feel your feet wherever they are. Do you feel them?
Yeah.
Okay, you feel them and how gravity is holding them to the ground. Feeling them downward, downward, down there. And just the sense of no thought that the universe should let up, that this can't be.
I feel like relief, just a sense of relief. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I would breathe.
Yeah. Look at how much time there is for breathing, and it's okay. It's just a deep breath can happen, and feeling the feet can happen. Feeling the feet, feeling them rooted down in the earth, and without a thought. And I don't even have to get rid of my thoughts. It's okay that they're jumping around, doing whatever they do, and I don't need to care about them. I don't need to attend to them. They're just like all the little butterflies all over the place, buzzing around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
turning the thought around, my thinking needs to let up. And I don't even,
Okay.
and I'm not even in charge of that really. It's just, I need to let up about my own thinking. I need to
Okay.
let up. I need to let up.
All right.
Could I can I find a little moment of rest or relaxation? Just being,
Yeah, I feel better. Yeah. I
yeah,
feel a little bit better. Yeah.
just slowed down, just slowed down. I am not in charge. I don't have to control the universe. I don't have to make it stop. Just finding the little piece that's something is stopped already. Something's already stopped here. It's
Oh, yeah, that's true. Good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like going underwater, the mind is up there on the surface of the water where there's kind of hurricanes happening, but down underneath the water, if you dive down under the water, it's very still, very quiet, down by your feet.
Oh.
I can let up on the universe, I can let up on myself. So I need to let up on myself. My thinking needs to let up on me. Just watching that intense thinking, so speedy. I can let up on that.
Yeah. Yeah, my times that I feel like I let up on myself, I feel really good. I'm at another recovery center it's good. It's a good place.
So
I
good.
feel good in the hot shower. Feels good. It feels like the shower is a refuge, and that's where my thoughts let up. They naturally sort of leave me alone.
So lovely. Yeah. And notice there's a floor. I love the floors in recovery centers. I love floors everywhere, but there's a floor everywhere and it's just waiting there to hold you. Every room that you go in, it's just sit very still. It's not letting up. It's just staying right there, very solid, just being there. There's a floor, just shining itself, just being itself, holding quietly, steady. It's always there. And you're touching it. I mean, it's holding the furniture that you're on, it's holding your body where your feet touch. Always there. It's always there. Just being aware of that. It's actually good that that doesn't let up. It never lets up. But it's a very quiet.
But it's not a physical thing, though. But it's not a human being, Grace. I still have my objection.
Yes, it's okay. And it's just notice it's the mind coming in. It's just awareness.
Yeah.
Awareness of all the rest that there is. So, and we're not saying none of that's there. It's just being aware
Yeah.
of what is okay that it doesn't let up. That's part of the universe. The floor is part of the universe.
Yeah. That's true.
And what if I don't have to do anything about this? What if I really didn't have to do anything about this? What if something is here that is steady and intelligent without me having to fix it? That's the thing. What if I do not have to fix anything? Just me needing to let up on all the thoughts that I have, let up even on my future.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let up on my future.
Yeah. Just let up, but just noticing all those thoughts and love, kind of relaxing. Not true. Not true. Yeah. Very sweet, very, very beautiful. The silence that's very supportive behind it often is so quiet that all the loudness of the universe, which includes thought, is very right in the forefront, like the front of the movie screen, screaming at you, right? And just to see the silence and the thing holding it all is also there. We just sometimes we miss that part, the relaxed part, the grounded part, the thing down on the floor. And if we were more like the floor, that's a great living turnaround. Be like the floor. Just very steady. Just being, just shining itself, holding things. Thank you, sweet one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Grace.
Yeah. All right. So any comments, any feedback to share? And then we'll keep moving. Yeah, Eleni.
Thank you for your work. In my experience, when I was sitting in the inquiry, I realized that it was the resistance to the universe that hurt, like not trusting and thinking that I know what's best. And then in my fourth question, it was just a fun ride. And that I experienced you as courageous and honest, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Eleni. Yeah, just noticing all that too, when it's me contending with the universe too. I think the universe should let up all those beliefs about the self, not being able to handle it. I can't take it. I can't do it. I need to do it. I need to handle it. I need to pull this together. I need to let up. I need to let up. I need to let up on myself. So, yeah, Shira. Get you unmuted.
Sorry, I didn't realize my hand was still raised.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
thank you.
ready?
Oh, to do the work? Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, and
Okay.
yes, if you had anything else to say, if you're ready to just jump in with the work, let's go.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it just seems like still what I'm trying to do is contrary to, but anyway, I'll just do it. I'm envious of my sister because she has a better life than I do. That's
So good.
That's my situation. She has more money, she has more friends, she has more faith in her spiritual life. And I keep comparing myself to her, and I'm less than. And at the same time, she's a real big support of me. She helps me emotionally, and so I feel, I feel like a real petty person.
Okay, that's so good. And everybody you can find, if you've had any thoughts about somebody else having a better life, there they are having a better life than you. All right. There they are having a better life than you.
Mhm.
Okay. So she's got a better life than you. Is that true?
In many ways, yes. Not in every way, but in many ways.
Okay. You see all those ways, just
Uh-huh.
looking it all over and just seeing, especially those ways that you think it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Those be the ones that you're looking at.
Okay, yeah.
So can you absolutely know that those ways, that's a better life than your life? Can you absolutely know that that's true?
Um, I guess not. I mean, I don't. I don't. I mean, it's like in the way I feel about my life and hers, it's true. But the way she feels about her life compared to my life, it's not true. Like she'll say the same thing that I would say. My life is better than hers. So
Oh, funny.
yeah,
All right. Good to see that, if we don't know for sure, and we've even heard we're close to them and have another perspective or whatever it is, I just don't know. It's not absolutely true. I cannot know that it's absolutely true. It's just helpful to see that.
right. Yeah, I cannot know that it's absolutely true.
So, what happens when you think it and you just see those aspects that seem like a better life? What happens?
I get very tense. I I look when I talk to her, I look for some evidence that her life is not better than mine. Um, and then I feel crappy about myself and I'm doing that, and I don't, it takes away the enjoyment of my life because it's like, I can't really feel good about my life because it's not as good as her life. And so I keep diminishing my life.
Hmm. Very stressful. Very stressful.
Definitely stressful.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And it impacts my freedom to be with her in a loving way because there's this voice going, like, well, really you shouldn't have more than I have, or maybe you're unhappy, maybe I'll look for that unhappiness.
Mm.
My God, I love her, why do I do that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So just watching that. How far back does it go?
Yeah, I was realizing it goes way, way back. I mean, she was 3 years younger than I am. And growing up, my mother would always compare the two of us and say, why don't I be like my sister? She's so happy. She's so full of life and she smiles. But you don't, Shirai, you don't. So it goes way back there.
Okay. Just I love those images, noticing that.
Mhm.
Mother commenting, something about what's happening here. So watching just how that gets born.
Yeah, and she would keep running after me, like she wanted me to be her friend and she adored me, and I would kind of push her away, like, no, I don't want you in my life. Um yeah.
Yes. I can see it.
Mhm,
Yeah.
right,
Not uncommon for an older sibling, right? Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Okay. And it's just, helpful to watch. It's like seeing that betterness, better over there, better
Mhm.
over there, better in that situation, not as good over here, not as good over here. And it sounded like too from your worksheet, like, and money has some play in this.
That's right. Yeah, she has more money than I do,
Yeah.
and she's able to be more relaxed about her future than I am.
Yeah. So there's that, there's also what money's doing, and money, all those thoughts about money, and money
Mhm.
can make you have a better life. Money brings rest. Money brings relaxation,
Mhm.
betterness. This betterness comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just seeing
You
all.
know, it's really ironic because yesterday on the phone, she was asking me, so how much money do you have? And comparing herself to me. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I mean, great, good to notice. Same mind, same
Uh-huh.
mind,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
mind. All right. So who would you be without that story. It's better over there.
I would enjoy my life. I mean, it's like if I had nothing to compare it to, then it would be just fine the way it is.
And now look, so just noticing if I wasn't comparing at all, I love noticing that. There wouldn't be anything, there's no comparison. So here I
Yeah.
am, just enjoying my life. Now, look at your sister and those moments that you see where it looks better.
Hmm.
It looks whatever it looks like. It looks attractive. It looks appealing.
Yeah.
It looks good. Okay. And holding that, who would you be without the thought? That is better for sure than mine.
So are you asking if it looks like it really is better, but I don't have the thought that it is better? Is that?
Yeah, like you still get to look at this, whatever you see, that money, whatever money's purchased or whatever's nice. There's the person with the nice house or that got the nice retirement account, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
whatever she's got, there she is without the thought, it's better. Like it makes my life worse. So there's no better or worse, but I'm still sitting there being with it,
Mm,
being with that. I'm
yeah.
noticing that I'm delighted when I see that over there.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't mean, if it didn't mean, it's actually better than my life.
Yeah. So right. If that was it, I mean, I'd be happy for her. I'd be enjoying my life and I'd be enjoying her life. Uh, I just wouldn't have that whole thing going on. I'd just be there for her, with her. Um, yeah, it'd be really nice.
Nice. Yeah. Just really feel that in your own body, in your own life.
Hi, yes,
It's not better anywhere else.
right.
And I can still delight in what I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this.
Mhm. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, uh, I would be, um, I guess I'd be grateful. I'm not sure I'd be grateful for my life, but it wouldn't be, grateful or not grateful, that wouldn't even be an issue. It would just be, you know, like, I think of, sometimes I'll see somebody on the street, like, in a wheelchair, for example, and they can't walk. And I think, oh, poor them. I feel sorry for them in some way. Then I think, wow, lucky me. And then I think, what if everybody was in a wheelchair? What if there was no comparison? Then would I have a problem with being in a wheelchair? No, it would just be, so it's that comparison that's what gets me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good example, just seeing that. And then also even letting, comparison rises, but it's just a thought.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's just a thought.
What's the reality? There's comparison.
Hmm.
Okay. So let's turn it around. Okay. She has a better life than me. I'd say, see if you can turn it around to the self first. Let's go there first. Like
Okay. It would be, I have a better life than me. I don't know.
I have a better life than my thinking.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I have a better life than my thinking. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And and that's where other people or my sister will look at my life, and in some way she'll say, wow, you have a better life than I do. Um, and I think, yeah, it's my thinking uh, that gets me in trouble.
Sure. So what do you like about your life? Even if there's all those people out there that have whatever they've got
Right.
that you find appealing, which is okay. It's okay to say like, ooh, that's interesting over there.
Mhm.
You know, what's an example of how you actually have a better life than you're thinking? Like, it's really nice that you don't have, what's something that she has that you want, that you think is better? What's one of those things?
That I think that it's better for her.
Yeah, that when you're getting into that comparison, you think, oh,
Okay.
that's better. What's one of the things?
Yeah. That she owns 3 houses.
Okay, so there she is, and she's got her 3 houses.
Mm.
Okay. My life is better than owning 3 houses. How is it good? I even love this, just like an advantage or something useful or helpful for you, something even appealing for you to not have 3 houses.
Uh, um, wow. uh, well, I guess that I wouldn't have to worry about taking care of them and fixing them up, and
It's a big deal.
yeah. Yeah. I just see somebody wrote in the chat here, wow, 3 houses, that is better. Laugh-
Right.
Laughing out loud, she says. No, just kidding. Well,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really powerful thing to just used to hear about the 3 houses and, you know, and how is it a good thing? It's funny how the mind doesn't travel to that I don't have all that. Like, what do I like about, what do I think is wonderful about this life that I have that apparently doesn't have 3 houses in it?
Yeah. Well, but yeah, I'd be freer to just do other things in my life because I wouldn't be trying to fix them up. Um, I wouldn't worry about paying taxes on them because I wouldn't have them to pay taxes on.
Yeah.
Um,
Perhaps, you know, it seems life wants you to attend to some other things, not those.
yeah, yeah, right. So, um, uh,
So it's a big deal, you know, don't have to pay taxes. Don't have to think about them. Don't have to fix them up. Don't have to take care of them. And maybe
there's
work.
also something in there about I'd be more uh, compassionate to other people. You know, if I didn't have the thought that I don't have 3 houses, poor me, I could be more thoughtful and more appreciative of whatever anybody else's situation is.
Ah, sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Appreciation for yeah, those, anyone that doesn't have 3 houses, you know, just
Right.
like my deep appreciation for not having that in my life. It's really an interesting focus to keep going with the turnarounds, just to keep finding them.
Mhm.
How is it wonderful I don't have that? What could it be for that I don't have it? How is that an advantage? How is it supporting me? How is it not required?
Mhm. It still seems that it's better.
Yeah. And that's just watch the mind coming back in, sort of feeling unwilling to hold that it could be wonderful to not have that in your life. You know, I loved watching Byron Katie do the work once with somebody who was absolutely desperate for a partner. So many years with a partner, you know, not really having a good partner. I need a relationship. I need a relationship. And she's like, are you sure? Relationships are hard. They want
Mhm.
things. People want things. And it was just
Yeah.
wonderful. It's like um, this whole idea about what's involved over there,
Mhm.
what's going on. It may not be what we think, and it may be just
Yeah.
wonderful that we've got this, and to begin to allow your mind to find the advantages.
Mm.
There's this advantage and there's this advantage for me. I don't have to spend my time that way. The world seems to want me to work in this direction, you know,
Mhm.
having attention over here, not worrying about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to let yourself find, even if you've got that mind pulling back, you know,
Mhm.
the advantages, the joy of not having.
I'm sorry to keep persisting on this, but it seems like it would be, it's like, sort of like rationalizing. Oh yeah, it would be better off without it, but no, I don't really think that.
If you really find genuine turnarounds, it won't feel like rationalizing.
Ah,
And
okay.
it's never asking you to drop your thought.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep the thoughts, just noticing
Uh-huh.
the mind is interested in questioning that because it's causing you stress.
Okay, good. That's right.
It's
That's
like,
right. Yeah.
yeah, why am I even doing this in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
I'm stressed. And I know that when I'm stressed, I'm believing something that is not ultimately really true for me.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's right. It throws a whole different light on it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would not be stressed if I didn't have that thought.
Yeah.
I'd just be enjoying life.
Yes, I'm actually open and interested in not having that thought, not believing it.
Mm-hmm. Not believing it. Yeah.
I'm interested in not believing it. So I'm interested in opening to turnarounds, examples about how it's
Mm-hmm.
a great thing to not have 3 houses.
Yes, yes.
And just letting yourself, it has to be genuine. You're exactly right. You can't just sort of make it up or figure out a rational answer to it. It has to feel genuine. And if you're stumped, you just wait.
Mm-hmm.
You just wait. I could not find a good reason when I initially, many years ago, had cancer. I
Mm-hmm.
could not find a good reason why this is great that I have cancer. I'm like,
Right.
no, it's not good. And I'm going to wait, but I'm open.
Mm.
I'm open. And my estranged husband, my first husband, the father of my children, came over and knocked on the door when I had the operation to remove the tumor from my leg. And I had come home and I had all those stitches in my leg. And he came over with our children and he knocked on the door and he had 24 pink roses.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And when he left, I said, there's a turnaround example.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
didn't know it when I was sitting in the work. I didn't know
Mhm.
that, but I was open to
Mhm.
letting life show me the example.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Letting life show me.
Yeah, I'm just open because the
Mhm.
mind will be interested in continuing to find reasons why it's better to have them.
Right. Right.
It's been used to that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very good at that. Yeah.
And I love what people are sharing here. Just without the thought, I'm free to live my life.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie, without the thought, I'm able to enjoy what I do have. Without the thought, I'm grateful I don't have 3 houses to own and worry about. What a relief.
Uh-huh. Yes, they're all very, it's very good.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So, and Kelly, my sister has lots of houses, and listening to her stories about them, it does seem like work and work I'm not interested in. I prefer to do what I do.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's like universe is pointing you towards over there. Hey, look over here. Hey,
Mhm,
go
mhm.
go that way. No, not the houses. That over here. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely lighter.
yeah. And Jess says, so interesting how that resonates. I never have to drop the thought. It feels like a relief and somehow opens me up. Yeah,
Mm,
you never have to drop the thought.
mhm.
It's just asking you to wonder about it, investigating.
Yeah, right, right.
And Julie, gee, the weight of those houses, the security, the maintenance, the taxes, the insurance, and how to look at the profit, look after without losing it.
Right.
Yes. So,
Yep, yep. I mean, yeah, like my sister said, she sold one of her houses a month ago, and the price of it has gone up $100,000. The market price, and she's feeling so bad now that she didn't wait for a month to sell it.
oh my, so funny.
Yeah.
Right. Having all that.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So she doesn't have a better life. And this is not about you tearing up somebody else's life, or just to hold, it can't be better over there. How could that be true? I'm not over there. But just to see and just let yourself see examples. It actually isn't, it's better over here in my life. It's not better over there.
Yeah, I live in a place that's much prettier and nicer than where she lives. She worries about her daughter and how she's doing. I have more confidence, I think, in how my daughter is doing than she has in how her daughter is doing.
Mhm.
And her relationship with her husband, I mean, I would never want to have that relationship.
Hmm.
You know, it's not bad for her and all that, but for me, I really much prefer my husband.
Yeah. It's wonderful. Yeah. It's just seeing the preference for your own life experience,
Mhm.
and watching all that go on. And that I just love finding the money or the houses or the stuff or whatever um, isn't making things truly better.
Mhm. And there's also that she is an enormous support for me. You know, I can call her anytime. I have trouble, I get depressed a lot, and I can call her and talk to her, and she has all the time in the world to talk to me and to give me support. And
Wow.
you know, if she had a lot of troubles in her life, she wouldn't have time for me.
I love it. What a great, it's a beautiful example. So good that it's taken care of over there as much as it can be so that she's available.
Yes.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
It's
yes.
sweet.
Feels much lighter. Yeah.
Wonderful. Just love how that mind is, better and worse, and kind of like with Kelly's powerful inquiry too, the hate it, love it,
Mm-hmm.
hate it, love it. Watching all that and all the torment that goes on, and just finding that thing that is not a thought about it, just not, if there isn't thought, if I don't have to,
Yeah, if I didn't have the thought,
yeah,
feels I could just feel my body like relaxing, like
yeah.
just what is without any story about it.
And I love how thoughts come and go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice to see. And someone said here, Eleni said, thank God for sisters. And we have 21 of them here.
That's right. That's great.
Very sweet. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know there are people who envy me because I have a sister and because I have such a good relationship with her. Yeah, I take it for granted, but there are a lot of people who say, wow, I would
Yeah.
love to have that relationship. Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Shara.
Thank you. Thank everybody. Thank you.
Thanks for your courage, everyone so
Yeah.
far. Yes, Sarah. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was going along with the sister being envious. I have a sister that I adore. And what I didn't even realize, I'd forgotten this, that for a period of time last year, I was so jealous because she and her husband do everything together. Everything. They just adore each other. And they, and I was looking at them like, oh my God, they are so adorable. I wish I had that. Oh, and I was going on and on and on. And then I realized, like, my husband's leaving for a week for the first time in 3 years on a work vacation. And I realized, oh my God, he's not going to be around. And I was getting scared and, oh no. And then I realized when you said that, you wouldn't want her husband. It's like, you know what? I'm actually glad he's going away because I like being away from him. It's like we really do have a relationship that we appreciate being away from one another because we do. It's something that we do really well together. And so that I never, it just came out of nowhere when you said that. It's like, wow, and I have such an appreciation for my sister, just because she is my sister and who she is. And now that really, really sets me up in a whole kind of a little bit of a new appreciation,
Love.
for her. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Oh my goodness.
Appreciate it.
You're so
Yeah.
welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh,
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Well, time for a little more. Anybody? Jess, you had your hand up. I know you. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Oh, let's see. We can't hear you, even though you just unmuted yourself. I wonder if your headphones are not connected or something like that. Oh, try now.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
We'll go alphabetical. No problem.
Yeah.
So I have a worksheet.
Okay.
Like-
Great. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's go.
I'll just pin you so I don't spend my time obsessing about myself. All right. So the situation is get a text from my son's dad, from James's dad, telling me James is depressed, lost in OCD thoughts, has no friends. And I got this text this morning.
Hmm.
I am exhausted. So this is about motherhood. I'm exhausted with motherhood because it's too much to bear. I want motherhood to be easier, to give clear direction, to be gentle. Motherhood shouldn't hurt so much, shouldn't be so fraught with terror. I need motherhood to fill me with confidence and clarity, allow me to care for him without losing my mind or myself. Motherhood is misleading, terrifying, inconsistent, painful, exhausting. I don't ever want to be responsible for things and people I have no control over again.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you for that worksheet.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's go to the very top. Let's start at number 1. So say that again.
I'm exhausted with motherhood because it's too much to bear.
It's too much to bear. I'll do this one. I'll do this. It's too much to bear. You see what's too much to bear. Is it true? It's too much for you to bear.
Yes.
And just to check, just see, you need to bear this. You know what bearing it looks like, and you need to do that. Is it true?
No.
So, what happens when you think it? I need to bear this, and it's too much.
I'm exhausted. My body is heavy. My chest is pained. My throat hurts. My jaw hurts.
And you see all those pictures of your son? Let's see, yeah. See pictures of the text, the words. See pictures of his father. Just notice that incoming information, everything I think it means,
Yeah.
sweeping in.
I want to run away. I want to get out of there. I have the thought, I want to die,
Mm.
plagued by thoughts of future where I have to keep doing this.
Yes. Yeah. I have to keep doing this all the times I've done it already, all the times, everything that's gone on. Yeah. I have to. It's not letting up. Yeah. And the terrifying images of where it's going. I have to bear this, and it's too much.
I feel cheated. Like I'm been sold a false bill of goods. Like I'm doing it wrong. I hate that I can't just be joyful or fulfilled or detached. All these parenting strategies are in my head, and I'm just like, oh, enough. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Mm. Yeah.
I don't want to have to know. It doesn't, I don't, yeah. I'm rejecting the concept. I'm angry with reality. And I'm stuck. I feel trapped. And I feel guilt and feel ashamed for not being able to love him unconditionally or judge him less or believe in his process. And I had visions of my mom and how suspicious she was of us and how she would put these into my mind, these identities about how terrible we were and how we're off the track and how we're awful and like I'm doing this to him. So
Mm. Mm.
I think, and then I go to poor kid doesn't have a chance. And then it goes around again. Like, how is this my responsibility? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So painful. Yeah. Okay. Just watching that. No way out. There's no way out. It's too much to bear. I have to bear it.
Mm.
Okay. So who would you be without this story? And just for a moment, just in this moment, what if it's okay to not know what to do? There you are, being, nothing to do. No belief I have to bear this and it's too much. And I'm still reading the words. I'm still aware. I still have the pictures of my son.
I slow down. I feel it deepening, like a settling in myself lower down. Feels like it's in my stomach instead of. I'm curious about this idea of what it is to bear it.
Mhm.
Open to asking.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
A little bit of opening into so funny, into maybe this is just a thought.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I experience having the thought as, yeah, everything else I get, but not this. This one, no, this one's real. This one's the one. This one counts.
Yeah.
So without the thought, I have an opening to looking.
So if you could, it's like turning it around. It isn't too much to bear. And I also don't have to. I'm not required to bear it. I'm not required to bear, not in the way that I'm thinking.
The idea that I could be free and he could be free of this bearing, of me bearing this, is amazing.
Yeah.
And I see it for a second and then terrified. But if I don't look, but if I don't try, but if then he's gonna go and it's gonna be my fault.
Yeah.
So, just coming back to
Yeah.
thought it could be.
Yeah. And just letting that little crack and that little opening of rest, relaxation, rest. Relaxation seems too impossible. Just a little tiny, just trust. Trust. I don't have to know. I don't have to bear anything I'm unable to bear. I'm not in charge of what's being born or not born here, bared or not bared. Just a little piece of trust. If this was his only path to God, would you take it away?
No.
If this was your only path to God, would you take it away? Even a moment of open hands, open hands. Instead of closed fists like we do. like the mind. It isn't too much to bear. My thinking about it is too much to bear.
Yeah.
My thoughts.
My thoughts are going to places like it would be, if I had cancer, at least I wouldn't have to worry about James for the rest of my life. That's not true. That's not what I want.
And I love that word worry, worry. I have to worry about this. I can't relax, worry is so and it's my mind. I have to keep my attention on this with fear or it won't resolve. I can't relax. I have to worry about this. And they'll be sort of, my God, what are you saying? Like, I can't imagine the turnaround. I don't have to worry about this. That would mean that I don't even care. I just forgot about him for the day. And what if that is not what it meant? Because the love is so strong.
What if I don't have to worry about, no, what if I don't have to put my attention on this
Yes.
fear? I think that's what you said.
Yeah. Putting
That makes-
attention on it with fear.
Yes.
With fear. I just notice I love this one so much, as we do with the ones that seem to be our children, our family, our parents, our spouses, the fathers of our children. Great connection there. If I could have my attention, notice my attention on them without fear.
Amazing. Amazing. That's truer.
Yeah. Just feel that opening, hands open, body open.
And that keeps me in my integrity. What's important to me.
Yes. Yeah, fear tends to close down anything, care toward yourself, and you have to bear it, and the burden, and all the images. Love, just opening. Sometimes they say the opposite of fear is love. Just open instead of closed. It's okay that this is happening. I am bearing it.
I notice it takes me out of it too, this my fault, my responsibility, my child, my parenting, my.
Yes.
And I say that with love, like that's a relief.
Yes.
I think I
Yes.
can put my attention on this without it becoming
Yeah.
about
That's the only practice I need to do, and that I can bear. I can bear that. I can let it break my heart open. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know mind. The safety of the don't know mind, not the terror of the don't know mind. You'll be like, I don't know, and that's terrible. I don't know. I don't know. And that's okay. Even wonderful.
yeah, hopeful.
Yeah. Because I don't have to go to the parenting techniques and all that stuff or whatever I'm missing.
No,
I don't know.
I love you and I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm here and I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes it helps us like, what do you think? What do you think should happen here? Amazing the wisdom that can come out. It can show you what you don't have to bear. Yeah. Beautiful, Jess. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Anyone want to share any little thing before we close this beautiful meditation today? People sharing. Amazing. Thank you, Jess. Yeah. Thank you.
I really wanted to thank Shira because, oh my God, when you got started on that, the more you added, I'm going, oh, that's me. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's me. And oh my gosh, that's my biggest one is my competition with my little sister. Oh, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Sisters, siblings.
And I really do love her, I guess. I'll come there. I'll come there sooner or later.
I just want to share, my name's Margaret. It's my first time joining the group.
Oh, hi, Margaret. So
Hi.
welcome.
It's just been delightful. I've done the work with Katie Byron for years and have read all her books and just have been on your website, Grace, and was graced to be here today with all of you. And I just want to say to you, Shira, I could totally relate. It was as if I was talking. It was exactly what I go through with my sister and all the things you were talking about, your sister and the things she has and her life is better is exactly what I go through. And I just feel such a sense of peace right now and without just gratitude and tears of joy. So thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you for your work, being here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So sweet. Wonderful, everybody. So happy to be with you. Thank you for all your incredible honesty and courage, Kelly, Shira, Jess. See you next month. Lots of love, everyone. Take care. Come off mute and say hi. Goodbye. We'll hear your voice. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm gonna send
Bye,
you another space
Let's
alien.
go.
Bye. Thank you so much.